Okay. Yeah, alright. Now it should work. You guys should be able to hear me. Audio should be okay and coming through. The Spotify should be playing as well. I have the mic a little further away from me, but that's because I'm just... I'd rather be softer than louder. I don't think I'm that soft anyway. So, hello everybody, good evening. It's a long time since we had an art stream. And the last time we had this, I was lining Merbo. And after I finished lining all the rest of this stuff like off stream. And then I did the flat colors for it as well, because that's just a tedious thing. I don't think it's not very interesting for you guys to watch. The only interesting thing would be for me to yap, and I was unable to yap because it looks awesome. Hi Kay, thank you so much for dropping by, Kay. Thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah. Oh right, I didn't introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Michio Dai, your Tokusatsu hero wannabe and work in progress VTuber. And if the name Michio Dai is too long, you can use Michio, which is a stupid name. Use Michio Dai. just use Michio Dai. But yeah, I was unable to stream, much less like talk, because I was down with COVID. And I think you should be able to still hear it now. That I feel like my throat's like probably like permanently screwed over or something. I'm gonna lower down my volume a little bit. Because I think I'm slightly peaking. Yeah, so also I could make myself bigger. You know, I'm big now. I'm big now. Okay. Lock. And yeah, so you can probably hear it even now, but like, I think my throat's like permanently screwed over by COVID or something like that. It was really painful. COVID was really painful. I was dealing with it with like 0 vaccination, but to be fair, I didn't really have any problems breathing. I think the most trouble I had was like swallowing stuff. Like swallowing saliva was so difficult. Like even swallowing saliva now is just giving me like kind of PTSD. Like I'm getting this phantom pain effect as I'm swallowing like my saliva. I'm like, oh god, it's that bad. It's that bad. And yeah, I fully recovered from it, but now I'm still having some I think like I got some of it back or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I didn't test if I have it, but I do have some sore throat, leftover sore throat, or like this sore throat came from someone. I don't know, because I've been released back into the public, and like I don't know, the public seems to be extremely volatile with like every sickness that is known to mankind or something like that. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I just like went out for like a week and something. And I was just like, it's like, oh, back to being sick, Michi. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, it's the reason why I probably won't talk. I might not talk all that much. Also, I was like doing this on the wrong layer. Shit. I mean, I was doing it on the mask. No, I was on the right layer, but like on the mask. Okay. Yeah, so I might not talk a lot, but man, I have a lot I want to talk about. There's so much stuff that I wanted to talk about that I have a whole list. Yeah, please get plenty of rest. I'll probably end the stream before midnight, like maybe 11:30, so it's not gonna be that long of a stream. Like maybe 2 hours, but it's because I do have to wake up earlier tomorrow, so I need to get my rest as well. Yeah. Man, I have a whole list of stuff I wanted to talk about. And I feel like when I was going through like the stuff, like my previous streams, and like I was like talking and yapping and stuff, I'm like, oh man, I find myself kind of boring. Also, sometimes I like when I talk about some things, I tend to like talk about it for like quite a bit, and I just stop. Like I don't talk about a subject enough. So I'll be like, after I end the stream, I'll be like, oh wait, I kind of wanted to say more, but in the end I didn't. Huh. Yeah. So I hope, I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna worry about my voice for now. So maybe I won't talk all that much. But I guess the main thing to talk about now would be Monster Hunter Wilds. I did manage to stream the second part of the OP open beta test. Okay, before I yap, I need to think what I wanna. Oh right, yeah. Wait. Also. Towards the end of the stream, like maybe at 11 o'clock or something like that, I will preview. I have a Rakugaki that I did recently, and it was born of like the idea of just me being a lewd ass. So like, if you see my Twitters and posts and stuff. Oh no, my family's messaging me. I can't deal with that right now. I totally forgot to follow up with them on some stuff. Shh. Never mind. What was I talking about? Oh right, yeah. At 11 o'clock, I did. I'll review like a Rakugaki that I did. It's born out of like just kind of like lewd stuff. Like you can if you see the on Twitter and Blue Sky, I do have a work in progress over there with that's just a sketch, and that's just a sketch. I changed it quite a bit from that sketch. Like it's so different from that sketch now. So I colored it and stuff. I just did. It's not the same as how I colored this, like something like this. I was trying to, like for this one, I separate out the layers. Like, oh, okay, so you have like the, I properly lined it, and after I have the skin layer and like hair layer, or like each on different layers. But for that one Rakugaki, I just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Wait, this shouldn't be here. Yeah, I was just kind of figuring out some. I just took the chance to like throw something out there and just figure some stuff out, because like like what was it? Wait, what's this thing here? God. Here's like my like normal line art stuff as well. It's like it's kind of Rakugaki. It's like there's so many like mistakes here and there. But yeah, I have like a really quick piece that I just painted the colors all in one layer, because I was like, I had to really force myself to do that, because I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I don't know how people do this. How the hell do people do this? Like they'll do Rakugaki, or they'll just do normal as like painting and stuff, and it was just like, oh, they paint everything on one layer, and there's like they'll just line things afterwards, and then they will like, yeah, they'll sketch and then color, and then there's like put the lines in, and then there's like polish it even more, and I'm like, I maybe that makes sense, I don't know. So I wanted to try it out, and it was kind of difficult. It's okay for what I'm doing now, because like it wasn't that complicated. It's a very easy sketch, and like it was really messy. But maybe it's also because it's a sketch, that's why like it's so messy that like, you know, I can just kind of don't really care too much about it. Maybe that's why. So it's me trying some stuff out, and like yeah, I think it worked out pretty good. I don't know how much. I might just leave it as a work in progress first, like a Rakugaki, instead of like fleshing out more, unless I really wanna. But I think I want to prioritize this piece first. That's why I'm just gonna leave that first. Actually, I wanted to. I don't really have a lighting thought out for this. I just pick a very generic lighting where it's like, oh, the light is coming from, you know, it's good to do this. It's good to mark out where the light is coming from. So the light is coming from here. It's good to envision it as a cone so you know the perspective or the angle of the light. Yep. So there's the light. It's just a normal sun. Yeah. So 11 o'clock. I will show you guys the loot, and the thing is that I'm a little afraid of like showing on Twitch, so I took a little bit of time to censor it a little bit, just a little bit, just cause I'm a little scared. I don't know, but you will definitely be able to find a piece on Blue Sky. Just don't find it on Twitter. The Twitter will be the crop version. And if you want to see the full version that you can see on Blue Sky, I will tag it as sensitive, cause like it's lewd, it's lewd. We got a lewd Michi again. Yeah, it's really funny. It's like, I think it's a concept that it's kind of based around the Chadakabra armor. Like, I randomly, it's so random. It just happened. I was thinking about it. I just like, it just popped out as just like sort of like sexual innuendo for me. I was just like, huh, wait, I didn't see any art of this. Was there any art of this? And I just didn't like, cause I think like everyone is really, at least like from like what I've seen, like for the people who are like playing the female characters, like the female like base body in Monster Hunter, whilst if they wear the Chadakabra armor, they're more or less wearing the beta armor. And at this, I tried out the alpha armor once, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But then I tried it out again, right? And I thought about it, and I was just like, wait a minute, this armor is pretty sexy. I knew about the side boot for it, but I think I just like looked at it again. I just needed to do a double take, and I was just like, huh, okay, wait, this actually some pretty good side boob. Hold on, I need hold on. Sorry about that. I muted myself. Sometimes my throat get a little irritated. That's all. It doesn't hurt to swallow. I'm okay. It just hurt a little. No, it didn't hurt. It's just random coughs and stuff. Thankfully, there is still cough syrup remaining. But that was like since quite some time ago, so it's a different cough syrup than what they gave me for COVID-19. For the COVID stuff, I've pretty much got everything. Like, I finished up all my medicine, I think. Okay, hold on, wait, I think I need a bit more red here. Yeah. I think that maybe it's because this is like it's like a further angle, like a very far shot of my character, of Michi, and maybe that's why like it feels like there's not that much details I'm doing right now compared with the other one that I did, which was like a close-up shot, it was like a medium shot. It was up to here, kinda. You know, it was in perspective as well. Oh god. Don't worry, if it gets really bad for me to talk, then I will just keep myself from yapping. And keeping myself from yapping will be painful because I want to yap.
I want yaps. I can't even do this voice first good. This is bad.
I'm sad. Oh, so there's sneezes. Ah, why is there sneeze? Why are there sneezes? I have no idea what the hell I just contracted. I just recovered from COVID. Why the hell? I just went on some public transport like yippee, and just like, oh, here you go, one for everyone. I don't know how I got this. I really have no idea. Maybe I'm just allergic to people. Maybe I should just stay at home. Don't worry, if it gets really bad, I'll stop. This orange is... maybe it's a bit too much. Sorry. I was not sneezing right before. I was fine. There was no sneezing or anything. Why is this suddenly happening? I have no idea why. This art is making me cry. Oh no. How could it? Oh Lord. Don't worry about it, Kate. It's fine. I'm just trying to like stifle in my freaking sneeze so I don't blow out the mic. Believe me, it was a lot worse back then when I had COVID. Like, it was my first time getting COVID. I've never gotten COVID before. In the half a decade of COVID, I don't know, like, COVID came out in 2020, and it's like I only got it now, like half a decade later. I have no idea why I got it. It was just really bad. And I'm glad to be recovered from it. Minz was taking care of me, and she slept in the living room while I slept on the bed. But after I got better, Minz was having trouble sleeping at some point. Actually, I remember like before I got COVID, like there was like you're on the aircon one time, and like it was pretty bad for me, and that's maybe when it started. Cause like I got that sore throat from there. I think it got really bad, and then also like you had trouble sleeping, and it was during the raining and stuff, so I couldn't sleep well, and so I don't know, it just happened. It just got really bad, and now I'm kind of scared of the aircon as well. Like yesterday we couldn't. I told Minz it couldn't turn on aircon even though it was like a little hot. Yeah, and Minz sometimes Minz needs the aircon to sleep. Otherwise, she won't get a good sleep, and she's the one who's attending more work stuff. Thankfully I didn't really have to work. I'm kind of on a sort of a break now. I can't really say what, why, what, who, what thing, but I'm just on a break. So thankfully that's a good time for me to just recover myself and take it easy. So today I kind of just had the day off for myself. So maybe I shouldn't really be saying this, but like it feels kind of nice. Like I was just like, you know, I woke up like later in the day, and I proceeded to do some chores, and then when I was done doing some chores, I went to like this this 2-day schedule that I'm like talking about. I did chores, and then I proceeded to draw, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll draw the this stupid idea that I have, and then I did, and at this I got really engrossed in it, and then I drew. How was it? I actually went for lunch a little late, and then I basically tap out like cai fan to come back up and eat, and then I'm like a child saying like,
Today,
oh my god, I can't even do the kiddie voice.
I did the. I went to school and I played football with my friends and I scraped my knee, and at this, like, I was brought to the nurse's office, and at this, the nurse told me, "Stupid kid, why'd you fall down, stupid? Take care next time."
I just sound like that. I was telling my parents, they're like, "Oh, how was school today, young Michi?" I'm like, "Oh, I scraped my knee while playing soccer. Oh, and the nurse called me a stupid." It just sounds like that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So today I just had a really relaxed time. I didn't really have to care about anything, and I just I drew my ludes, and then I got dinner cai fan. I brought back like simple cai fan. I mean I got xian tan tea from the cai fan stall, even though I probably shouldn't because I have sore throat. Eehee. What?
I sorry, bear. It's fine. It's fine so far. I want to stream art. I want to stream art. Don't take me off the field, coach. I can still do it, coach. Don't put me on the bench.
So I brought xian tan tea for cai fan today, and then I went to I tapao it back home, and then I eat lunch. And when I was eating lunch, I basically I like to watch stuff while I'm eating lunch. So for me, every time I do that, I watch Kamen Rider, and I was watching Kamen Rider Drive, and it was a really good episode. It was really good. I'm at episode 33, which is like probably I mean there's like maybe I feel like there's probably 10 plus more episodes left for Kamen Rider Drive for me. Yeah, so I watched Kamen Rider Drive. I'm not gonna spoil it right now. But it's a good show. It's a good show. Hold on, what's this? Oh wait, that's eye white. What's this? Oh, okay. Why is this not? Oh, okay. Yeah, and after I finished watching Kamen Rider Drive, I went to go back to drawing. Oh, by the way, when I was drawing in the morning, I was also like into the zone because I was listening to like Hajime from like Hololive Regloss. Like she was, and like YouTube recommended me the cover of from like Vondi of like I don't know what it's supposed to be called in English, or Romaji Otoshi or something like that. Otokoshi, I don't fucking know. It's a song from Vondi, and like Hajime like covered it, and it was really good. Her voice is cute, and I wanted to like listen to her original song in Contact, which I feel like is probably supposed to be her saying count up, but because of her accent, it just comes out as Contact. I guess that maybe that's how I don't know the origin of why is it named like that. But when she sings it, it sounds like count up for the weird version of it. So I don't know. That's her. She's funny like that. Oh right, my nose. I need to give myself a nose. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, there's so many layers to this drawing. I just need a little dot, a little triangle, if you will. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wait, maybe that's too. Let's put it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Sorry if I'm just like not talking too much. So after lunch, I was listening to Contact, and I was what do you call it? I was continuing to draw. I looked through Twitter and stuff. I found some stuff. I was just like, hoo hoo hee hee ha ha. This is funny. And then I draw, and at 6 o'clock, I asked Mins, "Are you coming from home from work already?" Because I need to time like some of the stuff that I needed to cook. I took out some stuff to cook, like some raw food stuff, at like 5 o'clock. This is a tangent. Hold on, gotta fix this. Here. You go on tangent. Tangent from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, right. Yeah. That's what I said. Tangent. Yeah, so she had to leave work later. So I continued to draw, and I got really engrossed in it. And then it was like 6:50 or something. And I was like, ah shit, I need a freaking cook. So I had to stop, and I went, but I was pretty much done already, like 90% done. So I went to cook, and if you look at Twitter and Blue Sky, I cooked pork kimchi stew. You know, it was really good, and it was a lot of it, so we have leftovers for another time. Yeah, I could put another. Screw it, whatever. I can see my boobs blocking or something. The boob blockage. Is the nah. I'm not gonna worry about it now. So I cooked kimchi stew, and after we ate dinner, and I put it in one of the hot pot thingies, and I think it was actually really easy to cook. Actually, if you guys want to try, you can like search up kimchi stew recipe or something. Like, it's really easy. Just get the pork slices, either collar or belly, and you get like, I got a packet of kimchi. I didn't make kimchi myself, and this is the only thing I needed to cut was like onions, which you just have to slice them, which is easier, so much easier than dicing onions. And you just like slice up some spring onions. You had to take out like tauge as well, but like the bean sprouts, sometimes people leave the roots or the bean sprouts in. But I've been taught as I grew up, I've been taught to remove the roots from the bean sprouts, so it's nicer to eat. And I agree, because sometimes when we go to the mala places and they don't remove the roots of the bean sprouts, it kind of sucks. It kind of gets in your teeth. It's really bad. They really should remove that. I hate it. Okay, sometimes I'm kind of like making myself sound bad on purpose as well here. Jokes. Then there was tofu in the stew. There's really like nothing too much. I just put in $1 of like gochujang. There's like, oh, sesame oil, a little bit, some sugar, some salt. That's fine. It's really easy to make. So, and it's really good. It's healthy because of all the vegetables, and even though if you have pork belly, you know, it's healthy and stuff. I made it a little bit more unhealthy because I used, like, there was chicken stock. I used chicken stock, and like the other thing about it is that we had leftover prawn shells because I made ngoh that time with actual prawn. So I had prawn shells left over, so I decided to use them for the kimchi soup. So I would basically fry the prawn shells, and then I will fry the prawn shells and then just boil the stock together with it, so that way it has added depth of flavor from the prawn. Which I'm crying from the prawn. I'm just sniffling. Stupid. Why am I sick? Why this bullshit? Why am I suddenly sick on the stream? I was fine the whole day. I was making... Oh shit, no, wait, hold on. Oh man. I was so okay this whole time. I was drawing lewd stuff, and I was happy. And like today, just like, you know, after dinner, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm a stream, and I'm like thinking to myself this whole time, like, man, it's at first it was like, oh, is this like how it feels like to be freelancing? But then again, I'm like, you know, I'm drawing stuff for myself, so I'm like, no, actually this is what it feels like to be jobless. Oh shit. But it feels good to be able. I mean, when I'm jobless, I'll be like, I'll actually be like really stressed because like I'm not earning money and stuff. But if I was freelancing, and if like I'm, you know, I actually took the time in the day to draw something like, oh, a commission or something like that, and I was earning some money, then I'll be like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. I had a day today, and it was just like, oh, it was like, so this is how it feels like if you could freelance. That's just my thought from that whole thing. I was just like, oh, it was a very nice day. I could just draw and like draw stuff that, like, you know, I like. Honestly, just drawing is just good. And then I can cook dinner, and then Mince comes home, enters, I feed her the dinner, and she happy, and then I happy. And then after dinner I can stream, and then I'm just like, wow, this must be good. This is great. So man, if I get better at drawing, and if I can get commissions and stuff, I don't know, that'll be the dream. If I can, like, I don't have to like live off from a company or something. Cause honestly, I'm kind of tired of work sometimes, and I think has been a really good break for me. But also, goddamn, freelancing life seems pretty good. But unfortunately, freelancing, I have to do my own taxes. That sucks. Yeah, so I mean there's goods and bads. If you're freelancing, I'll be like, one thing is that if I'm freelancing, I'll be like really stressed out. I think I'll be really stressed out because I'm not paying. I'll fall into depression and shit, and just I guess a lot of people go through that. So freelancing is actually kind of tough as well. But a day by day, it was like pretty good. Yeah, I like cooking food. Cooking food is great. But cooking food is not great if you don't have any money. If I'm freelancing, who knows? Maybe I'd just be eating PB&J instead of salt xiantanji. I'll just buy a loaf of bread from the supermarket and just eat it plain, or like with margarine, I guess. I don't know. It'll probably never come to that. I hope it won't, but like, I mean, that's if it will never come to that. I mean, if it gets that bad, I'm gonna work as something else, and then you guys will probably not be able to see me because I won't be streaming. I'll be like too damn tired after every day. I'll be like doing what I don't even trust myself to be a Grab food driver, because no, I don't have a, not that I don't have a license, it's that when I cycle on a bicycle, I get injured also, and that sucks. I'm a clumsy ass. And our bike is kind of bad right now. Anyway. So like, oh, this sucks. So maybe I'll be flipping burgers or something. I'll be cooking kimchi stew somewhere else. Oh, that sounds nice. But then I'll have like less time to draw and like less time to freelance and stuff, so it'll suck. I won't improve. And I'm getting paid like peas and I'm being paid like shit. I mean, honestly, sometimes the workers outside who do like the menial labor, they actually get paid pretty good. That's good for them. I mean, honestly, when I see some of the pays from like some of these places, like working at the restaurants, like it's a lot. Sometimes it's pretty freaking good. The crazy thing was that they were higher paying than like the job that I had before. I was just like, damn. Just damn. I'm so glad I'm in a different job place, but also like the industry is just kind of rough. And people are not kind. I don't know what the true story is or something, and I don't think anyone will really know, but like, yeah, just look at what happened with like the Marvel Rivals. Like, the Leeds and like the Seattle branch got like laid off, and I'm like, what the fuck? Everyone's like, what the fuck?
But
yeah, I'm like, what? Isn't the game banging? What the fuck?
that is not what they did that because like they wanted to more English.
They made they say it's a development kind of site and stuff. I'm like thinking like, okay, I mean the things that maybe it's like nothing too bad, because I mean no not bad, as in like it's something that was like going to happen eventually, because like I saw the statement and I was just like, according to them, it's like, you know, Seattle branch isn't the one that's responsible for like the actual game, I think, was it? I'm not so sure whose hands were the ones in charge of it.
A supporting team.
They're a supporting team.
But like,
still though, right? I don't know. Like, yeah, they just got Thanos snapped. I'm like, whoa. What? I'm like, what? Yeah, industry's shit, guys. So I'm just like, today I was just like, man, if I could really have this would be great. Maybe the freelance life isn't that bad.
Freelance is
Yeah, freelance is own set of problems. Like, if the industry's bad, then it's just like, you know, people are even less willing to pay you as a freelance. Yeah. Because people see art as like cheap labor and they don't want to pay them. But they want to have like so much big values for the NFTs and shit. Oh, put values my NFTs. Ooh. It's fake. It's fake. It's all fake. It's all people trying to talk. It's all talk big. Talk big, small dicks. That's what it is. Just draw, dumbasses. Pick up the pen. You value art so much that there's like, pick up the pencil.
value.
Yeah, they don't value art. They just care about like the Pokemon cards and stuff. They don't value the art of it. It's like, man, they're like, oh, I want to roll for this. I want to buy this set of Pokemon cards. It's from Scarlet and Violet. Which game is that again? Which generation are we? Oh, I remember this one. This one's this one's Eevee. Yeah, it's like brothers and sisters, right? Yeah. It's like Jolteon. I remember Jolteon. Who cares about that psychic type? Jeez. Sylveon? I know that one. You know why? Cause that one cost like $1,000. The card, so good. Ooh. Which game they coming from again? Oh, I don't know. I love making myself sound stupid. I'm actually not sounding like that. I'm just like sounding really stupid right now. I mean, I was actually. Oh no, my throat is kind of like suffering a little bit, but when I wanted to make myself sound stupid, I made myself sound really stupid. It's okay, baby. I'm stupid. What? What? Baby. I will say the stupidest things ever. You guys know, if you guys tuned into the last stream, which was Ace Attorney, you know I'm stupid. You know the title of it. This one of the stupidest things ever. I have that as clickbait. It literally just it sounds like that. It's just clickbait. Anya Forger belongs in jail. And some people clicked into it. Wait, maybe you're some people.
What?
Oh, you haven't watched it? Shit, that means the clickbait actually worked. Oh, maybe they dislike my video. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. The texture of the code is not actually like that. The texture of the code is very matte by making it like really shiny-ish. Stylistic choice. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. What? So, Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter Wilds, the beta, and I actually fought Arkvale and Raidal. Not solo. I was playing with people. I didn't kill Arkvale in the end, but I think that's fine. I mean, I don't really want to kill Arkvale too badly because I'm like, it's a main story boss. I want to kill it in the game and have the actual like feeling that I killed it, you know. Yeah. So I didn't do that, but Reitao, that guy was free money. I mean, I felt kind of up to it, so I was just like, you know. No, actually, no, I wasn't even planning to fight him. I wasn't even planning to fight Reitao. He just. At first, I was like, Mince was raiding. And then I was just like on Monster Hunter, and I was improving. I was like in the character editor, and I was just like improving myself, like how I looked in the game and stuff. Which, if you like, yeah, you can see the post that I have on like my Blue Sky that has like my before and after, and I'm like, wow, I'm so glad they let me have the choice to edit my character as much as I want to during the whole beta, because like it helps a lot. I'm like, if I didn't have that, I don't know, I would look really not too great for the entire freaking Monster Hunter Wilds, and like it'll suck. And I think this is the best character I've ever created. And it's coming out from FF14. I was just like, I mean, I shouldn't compare them, because like this is a game from like, you know, FF14 is like 10 years ago. This one's like a game that's like now, and like it's probably using the Street Fighter like tech as well, this character creation tech, which is, I suppose, is good. Yeah, and so it's really good. Yeah, I was in the character editor, and just I wanted to like, I changed, because there's two different kinds of movements that you can have in Monster Hunter Wilds. You can have like the movement that has the personality of like, oh, they label it as confident, but it's basically kind of more, I would say rough. I would say like either manly or like just it's like manly walk. And thus you had another one which was like they label as graceful, and I tried having that, so I just tried playing around with it, and I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I'll go with the graceful instead. Actually looks quite nice. It doesn't bother me as much as it did back then for some reason. And it's not like they made improvements to that as well, so yeah. So I was just running about, and I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I want to try fighting some things. And I just like, okay, I never tried Sword and Shield with Doshiguma, so I wanted to get better at Sword and Shield after I was streaming it. So I was fighting some things with Sword and Shield. And okay, to be fair, I say I wasn't playing to fight Reidal, but I was looking through the SOS flares and seeing like, oh, do I want to fight him and stuff, but in the end, there wasn't really anything that really, like, I didn't really give it a chance. I was just like, whatever. Maybe I'll just wait and see, like, if it appears for me, and at this I can try to fight it, and at this I'll start a SOS flare with that. Sorry, give me a second. I'm probably gonna add more tones to this skin shading as well. It's like right now it's just like, it's really pink. And my skin's really white. I don't even have the highlights because like it's so damn white already. Yeah, I'll probably add a different tone to it eventually. So what was I saying? I was fighting some Doshigumas and stuff, and the lightning storm came on. I forgot what it's called. The time of, not fallow, something time of something, time of lightning. There's just a lightning storm. The lightning storm came in, and then Radar appeared, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll fight it. So I was just like, yeah, screw it. And then, at that time it was like maybe 1 AM, and then I fought it for like maybe 30 minutes or something, or like what feels like very long, because I was playing a Sword and Shield, and I wasn't really used to how to fight him using Sword and Shield, or Sword and Shield just like that. Like, yeah, just Straight up, just like I kind of suck at sword and shield, but I want to get better at it. Hold on, what's going on here? I think I need to add more. It's a bit too dark. Yeah, so I was fighting it with sword and shield, and like it was I was kind of suffering. It was pretty bad. Because I didn't really know what to do with sword and shield all that much. The damage numbers, they will change it for like I think they said that they will improve the damage parameters for sword and shield when it comes out, and they did change some stuff in the moveset as well to do more damage. So right now sword and shield was kind of like suffering in the beta, and yeah, it's a lot of single digit like damage numbers. I was just like, it's really rough. It kind of sucked, and like my evasion is, I didn't have evasion to rely on that much, and I kind of suck at evading normally without evasion, so it was really rough. But I managed to get it down to like a point where I could capture it, so I took the chance to capture it, and I was like, it's kind of clutch because like I didn't have the trank bombs to capture it. I had to craft them, and I just happened to have the materials on hand. But yeah, so that was my first solo. I actually did fire off a SOS flare. In the 2 times that I fought solo radar, I've actually fired off SOS flares because I was just like, yeah, I don't really trust myself all that much, so I rather want some people to come in. I didn't have the NPCs come in. I actually didn't have the NPCs come in. I don't know why. I think I just turned off the setting to even allow the trust system to work. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want the trust system at all, I guess. Michi from back then was just like, yeah, screw the trust system. I don't need Olivia to help me. Yeah, Olivia would have been really useful there. Damn it. Yeah, I died quite a bunch of times to radar, but it's one of those things where after you fight a monster solo, you really get a good tell of how their movesets are like. So then I was like, oh, I was posting on Blue Sky, I was like, oh yay, I finally soloed radar and stuff. I was just posting the photos I took. Sorry, let me just clean my nose a little bit. Yeah, I was taking photos. I was posting on like Blue Sky. I'm like, oh yeah, look at me. I fought radar solo and stuff. It was so cool. And then I was sitting outside in the grasslands. It was so funny. When I was sitting on the grasslands, a whole bunch of stuff happened. I think the lightning storm came, and then wait. First, it was like I saw a Doshiguma. I was watching some birds, and after like some of the endemic life, and then I went to a secluded like spot, and then a Doshiguma appeared, and then it didn't see me, so I was just walking around, and then I saw it get jumped by those freaking like raptors, those velociraptor creatures, those small monsters, and they pushed it to the ground, and then they left. It was like they stopped attacking it, and they pushed the Doshiguma to the ground, and then they just stopped. They just ran away. I'm like, what the fuck? Did I just witness? I just watched this teddy bear get like beat up by like some gangsters from like, they literally came to the wrong neighborhood. It just got beat up by some gangsters, and then the gangsters didn't even steal the guy's money. They just decided to like leave. They just beat it up for like with like zero context whatsoever. I just saw that. I was just like, what the hell? What happened? The poor Doshiguma. The AI is so weird in this game. It's so funny. Oh, I love Monster Hunter Wilds. I like this is the kind of stuff that will happen in like Iceborne and stuff as well. I believe like this kind of funny stuff, behavior of like the creatures. Hmm. So then later on the lightning storm actually came, and then there's like another radar appeared, and I'm like, the thing is that when the radar appears, I think there were quite a bunch of times where it was like lightning period, and as I was waiting for radar, and it never appeared like 2 times, and like those time cycles actually take quite long, so it's kind of bullshit waiting for radar to appear in your own lobby. So it appeared, and I was like, by the time it was like 3 a.m. I think, and Minz was like, screw you, I'm gonna go sleep. And I was like, yeah, go ahead, she should sleep. And at this, I continued to play Monster Hunter Wilds, and like this time I used the Great Sword against Radar, and it was like a lot better. It was so much better. I don't know, it's because I think it's definitely because I do know the moveset a lot better now. But also it also just kind of, I really have to attribute it to that the Great Sword is just, it's one of the best weapons out there. Like I really like, I really love it. I think it's a lot better. Not saying that it was bad, it was really good in like world as well, but like this time it feels like when I played Longsword and Rise for the first time, and I was like, oh, ooh, this is good shit, ooh. And the thing about like Great Sword is that like there's some drawbacks to it compared to like World. For one thing, there isn't the slinger ammo into like the slinger ammo shot into true charge slash, but there is the blocking is very good. Like I've discovered that myself, and just like I saw a video of like explaining how like Great Sword's like guard is like really freaking good. It's actually one of the, it's so much better in the previous games than in the previous games, because in the previous games you used to be, you block it and then your sharpness would just go down bam by a lot. And also you take damage as well, like normally, and you wouldn't really spec guard into your Great Sword armor set. So it's not very reliable for blocking in the other games. It's just a very nice to have oh shit moment, like I can't roll out of the way or anything, I'll just block. Or I mean, in Worlds they even introduced the shoulder tackle, which is really good. Rise has some counters as well. I didn't play Great Sword on Rise. There is, okay, what else do I want to, maybe I'll do the big stuff. I'll color in, I'll render out the big stuff first. Yeah, because I think there's a lot more exciting. So Great Sword. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna bring in the Great Sword into my playthrough, like my actual playthrough, because it's really good. The guard is good, the parry, I think because it's one of the only weapons, there's Great Sword and Heavy Bowgun that can both do perfect guards and like the guard clash, and also they have the offset move. I forgot what it's called. Charged offset. Yeah. So that's what Great Sword. Great Sword is really good in that sense. Like to me, like the Great Sword, like it. One thing is just the big meaty chops and the hits, right? But for me, for Wilds, what makes it really special is just having both the guard clash and the offset attack. on one weapon, and I really love it a lot. Like in the very first Monster Hunter Wilds trailer, they showed offset attack, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind. It's so satisfying, and it's like from there I was just like, oh, now I want to play Great Sword. I want to main Great Sword. I think that's pretty much why I think it's definitely one of the reasons why I decided to pick up the Great Sword in World when I was playing it. Yeah, it's probably why. It's such a like that also, and the hit stops in like WoW in Worlds is like really good, and I was just like, I picked it up on a whim in World. Maybe it's also from the Wilds, like partly because of the Wilds trailer, but when I played it in Worlds, I wasn't planning on playing it. I was playing on like, you know, Sword and Shield, and there's like Min's joined in, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play a weapon that I'm not used to. I'm gonna play like a weapon that I'm probably gonna get hit a lot, and then I played Great Sword, and I'm like, oh man, it's so good. Ooh, the hits are so good. And like you feel, I think maybe it's just really good when you're soloing it, cause like that does you have the shoulder tackle, which is like godly as well. One thing I don't like about shoulder tackle is that like I can't like I'll end up losing health and I'll have to heal up, right? I can't really shoulder tackle all the way, or I don't know when to really shoulder tackle and like back off, not like the pros. So that's where Wilds is even better, cause like there's perfect guard, and like you don't lose if you guard right. And if you choose to guard the right things, you don't actually take any damage, and you can survive the hit. Like I can perfect guard Raidal's lightning blast. I've perfect guarded that before as well. It's really good. You feel so powerful. And your sharpness doesn't go down like crazy like how it does in World. Yeah, so it just feels so good. And there's like what's more is like the true charge slash. You have the focus mode as well. Like when I play Great Sword, I think it's kind of like a I always play focus mode to the point where it's become a detriment, where it's like I will be very tunnel vision. So I won't be able to react to some attacks sometimes, or like I'll actually still miss with the focus strike, focus attack, focus mode stuff. Like we may not have the wire bug moves. Oh, I was gonna say also that when I was playing Wilds, I did have a lot of times where I just felt like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clutch a monster here. Wait, I don't have Clutch Claw. like Clutch Claw is not in this game. I'm like, wait, oh. I see the monster running off, or like there's an opening where I can like clutch onto their face or something, and then I'm just like, oh wait a minute. I would aim my slinger first, and I was like, wait, no, this is a different game. It's so funny. I was like, wait. Oh, that's so weird. I'm so used to clutch clawing. It was so funny. But yeah, we don't have the Y bug in Rise. Like the Y bug moves. Maybe like that's why it's like maybe it's not bad. Like the moment I finish Wilds, and like if it's kind of boring for me, I would like go back to World and like finish what I started with, like Fatalis and Elytrion, and like a whole bunch of other monsters that I've not fought, like there's Zinogre as well. It's all the Guiding Land stuff. Then okay, what else should I? Oh, maybe I'll color the leather parts. I really should name my layers. Eventually I will. Don't worry, I will. I say that as if someone's worrying about it. No one's worrying about it. Everyone can relate to not naming their layers.
Yeah.
Also, save your work.
What are you doing? Save your work.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like there's no more wire bug falls. Like you can't save yourself with a wire bug anymore. But there is your friendly sacred, yeah. And I think like considering like how Rise was like, you know, people say like, oh yeah, Rise is like so easy because you can like wire bug fall away and stuff. But there's a lot of times where if, like you don't wire bug fall like at a correct time and position, you're still gonna get screwed up. But a sacred, like if you just have to whistle while you're down or like while you're doing anything, and the sacred will come and like pick you up. You're practically invulnerable during the whole time that you're on your sacred. They say like, oh yeah, there's a limit to like how much your sacred can dodge, but like my sacred never really had to dodge. You just had to run around the monster constantly, and like the monsters will just be unable to catch up. So I don't know. I feel like in that sense it's not really balanced. The only threat that like the only way I'm pretty sure like the only way players have kind of died is by getting one shot. In at least in the beta, like they've been dying mainly because the damage output for some of the monster attacks are just like, oh, they were scaled up so that they would die really easily. Yeah. Then that's about it. That's pretty much it. I don't think anyone's like, if people died and like they didn't choose to use the sacred, then like that's on them. You know, the sacred is like actually pretty busted. So I think the game is actually a lot easier now. But I do feel like when I was watching, okay, I'm gonna say this, like I think for Monster Hunter I am actually like pretty elitist. I'm actually pretty elitist when it comes to Monster Hunter. When I watch like some of the VTubers play and stuff, I'm like, it's like they like it's kind of like just the basic like monster hunting stuff, and just like they don't really know, or like they won't know how to control the sacred all that well, or like learn how to evade sometimes. And I'm just like, I mean, sometimes I'm elitist, but at the same time, like, you know, like I kind of understand like Monster Hunter is not the very they try to be friendly as much as possible, but Monster Hunter is not a very friendly game. They have a lot of like, it's kind of overwhelming. Like it's okay for me because I've been playing Monster Hunter for such a long time that some of the stuff like is just second nature to me. Like I know which button to press to hold down the menu and like scroll through it, but like people can be like, oh, they just don't know how to use it, that kind of thing. And like sorry to throw you under the bus, but like you're waiting for it, I'm sorry. But like, I mean, Min's never used the radio menu like until like I told her that she should in like Worlds. Like in the whole of Rise, she never used the radio menu at all. However, you don't need it. Sure. Then die. Then perish, I guess. It's there's another layer to it now where you can hold them. You can create stacks of items in your inventory so that on the menu you can press the, for me it's I'm using the PS5 controller, so I'll be pressing the touchpad and then I'll open up the expanded menu and then I'll select the item that I want with the joystick. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna mince words with it. Like it is kind of weird. It does feel a little weird, but it is an added like convenience, and I do get after getting used to it. Like I'm like, yeah, it's actually really useful. I'm really glad that they have something like this in. Especially cause letters, I can fit so much more stuff in. Yeah. It's just stuff that I don't really see like people doing. Like I will like there's playing the game and like you can just hunt normally and stuff, but like for me I'll actually enter all these menus and I'll just like look at it. I'm just like, oh okay, so this thing, this, that, this how you access this and this, and like, oh, people might not know about these kind of things. It's a little bit like when people play Monster Hunter, right? The thing I'll judge a lot is where they're hitting on the monster, because for a lot of people who pick up Monster Hunter, they think it's like, oh, just hit anywhere and everywhere on the monster. But I'm like, that's not part of the hunting. You need to choose specific parts to hit. And like, the thing is that like I even like judge elite players about this. Like when I was playing the beta and stuff, because like I can tell like, okay, maybe someone knows how to play. But the thing is that I will see all of them aim for the hit, for example. And that's the problem. One thing, there's way too many people to hit. I'm very used to be like, okay, like say, oh, there's a hammer on the team. Let the guy take the hit. But the thing is that ever since World and DPS numbers, yeah, I see hit, I hit. Yeah, ever since DPS numbers, like for me, this is the issue, right? Ever since numbers appeared in Monster Hunter, it's become a DPS race, and then there's speedrunners and stuff, and like people showcasing all these like big damage numbers and stuff. But the thing is that, and also because like Monster Hunter World, I think they made it a lot easier to like get certain materials and stuff now. But like, you need some monster knowledge and stuff. Like if you want to hunt with like the maximum amount of rewards, you would want to break as much of the monster as possible. And it feels like in Wilds, it's a lot more difficult to break monster parts, it feels, or at least with what we had in the beta, it was very difficult. So like when I see the longsword hitting like the head, I'm like, and tripping everyone, I'm like, go to the tail, it's not cut. Like I have a longsword friend, and like his motto in life is to cut the tail no matter what. That is his #1 priority, and I love him for it. Like he's a longsword user, and like, I have no problem with like longsword. I think it's just like the majority of longsword people I like would say as an elitist, like I don't really like all that much. Like, I was complaining it while I was fighting because like I was getting tripped over by a longsword like so much, because it's such a long-reaching weapon and it attacks so fast, and that's the problem about it. It's not just longsword. Like if I'm caught in the wrong place of a lance player, they will never stop poking, and you will get stuck there forever. So like, it's not just longsword players. But for me, I'm just like, for longsword players, I'm like, if you haven't cut the tail, cut the tail. You are only one of the weapons that can really reach the tail very easily. Go cut the tail. The glory of flinchery. Okay, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I have to equip it every time I play it. Yeah, cause people keep aiming ahead and they don't give the priority to like hammers and like those that can like stun the monster, like charge blade or something like that. Like, charge blades can be flinched as well if they're on SWAT mode, or if they're not doing some of the attacks and stuff. Like, they want to take away like the hammer launching up like animation, the friendly fire for like hammer, but then they want to keep the other flinching stuff in. I'm like, and like their reason for taking out the hammer launching thing was like, oh, we want it so because we found it, we thought that players would be frustrated with like being interrupted when they're
like,
doing the focus strike and stuff. I'm like,
there's no way like that you don't remove the other stuff too, right? Because I feel like hammer is like the least
like I don't know if you guys could hear Mins, but like meh. But basically, like I was also gonna say that like I call bullshit on that because like hammer is not one of the weapons that was problematic to tripping people. There's no hammer does not trip people. You have this upswing and like it launches people, but that only ever happens like intentionally. Honestly, what happens unintentionally, accidentally, is the longsword tripping people. So like I say, I'm just like, if you can do that for hammer, just remove longsword. Just make them cut through us. I don't want to equip flinch free every fucking time I have to play multiplayer. Like, it takes up a slot and it sucks. It really sucks, and that's the problem. That's why people like, and they made fighting solo hunts like so much easier now as well. So I'm like, people are more inclined to play solo now. Actually, also, I mean, there's a change of topic, but like, it's one of the elitist things that I would say also is that like, I kind of preferred it back then when there were guild house quests and then there were village quests. Back then, that was how it was. You didn't have it such that like, oh, because the thing about this is that what would happen is that like we'll be playing, like say I used to play with my friends Monster Hunter in the older games, and I would play the MSQ with them. No, I would play the MSQ by myself because it's mostly a solo experience. It's been balanced for the solo experience. And then when I want to play my friends, I would play the guild quest and they'll check like, oh, what quest have you done yet? Oh, are you this MR or you are this HR yet? That kind of thing. Do you need the stuff? Yeah, so there's this other set of quests to progress on and stuff. Like, maybe it's a little bit tedious because like sometimes you wouldn't touch that until until you like you're fully geared out and like full Alatreon armor or something that does you like fight that, but no, not really actually. Yeah, even purposely trying to uppercut people with the hammer is hard. Yeah, it's the hammer's hitbox is very small and they made it even smaller. I feel it's really ridiculous. Like with that reasoning, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm like, is it just cause of that one clip where that guy upswing the person into a Kirin lightning bolt? Is that it? I'm like, that does not happen. So I call absolute bullshit on that. Yeah. So yeah, I would say I'm kind of elitist on a whole bunch of stuff. There's some VTubers, you know, like Bibu and like I heard Luna was also good. I know Bibu is good at Monster Hunter, but then I think I saw that like she was using longsword, right? And I was just like, for me, I kind of just get a default like shrug. I just default to a shrug when I discover like, oh, do you play good? I'm like, oh, do you play longsword? I'm like, oh, okay. Because to me, like, I'm not a longsword player. I picked up longsword because I saw in Rise how broken it was, and I wanted to try for myself how broken it was. It was not fantastically broken. I fought Magnamello a lot of times to get used to it, but when I got it down, I defeated Magnamello in like less than 7 minutes, and I wasn't really trying very hard. I was just like, I think I really didn't get hit as longsword. I was just like really in it, and it was like really easy for me. And I'm not like a full longsword player. I know how to play longsword, but I really need to learn for that in Rise. And like, it's sorry, let me drink some water. Sorry, so like, to me, why I find longsword like I give a shrug to it is because I do feel that it's a lot easier to do the damage output and survive stuff as a longsword as compared with like other weapons. It's a lot easier. It takes some time to master, but like considering that I wasn't a longsword player and I could like do it very well, I'm like, it's kind of like, you know, if I was playing warrior in FF14 and I wasn't doing that much damage and I switched to Gunbreaker even though I haven't played Gunbreaker and I'd play a shit and that just like it's really good, it's very easy to pick up, and I'll just feel pissed. I'll be like, man, because I was playing Gunlands back then, Rise, and I was like, what is this bullshit? Like, why is longsword so overpowered? And it is. I'm just like, I think like, sorry if I'm gonna anger anyone, but like, if you play longsword, please admit that it is a broken weapon. That's the thing. I'm gonna be like, and like, maybe you can be proud of it as a troll, but I'm like, I don't think there's anything to really feel entirely proud about. Like, you're so, like, it's so easy for you compared to like when I see Gunlands players or like Chargeblade players like choosing when to do the things that Chargeblade and like the other weapons, like they have to choose when to do the damage. Longsword does not give a fuck. Its counterattacks do so much damage, and that is like, it deals so much. It's never caught in any animation. You're not animation locked, like, for unless you really choose to like do the follow-up like from the downswing, but it's really not that bad playing a longsword. I played it for like, I didn't solo Raytower with it, but I'm pretty sure when the game comes out and like on stream I can just like, okay, this is my first time, like, okay, it's not my first time playing longsword. I played longsword in like the Monster Hunter Wilds beta for a bit, and that's when I knew how broken it was. But it's like my first time like soloing Raytower, and I'm just like, I think I can do it. Like, it's, or like not Raytower, I know how to fight Raytower already. I could do it. I could probably solo Arkvale with like a longsword. I'm pretty confident I can do it, and I'm not a longsword main. I think it's a really easy weapon, and like, I just get so pissed when they're like, they're not cutting the tail, and I'm like, break the parts on the monsters, you piece of shits. Give me the rewards. Cut the tail. You can get a plate from the tail, dumbass. Like, God. Sorry, I didn't see your, I didn't read your message. I saw it for a while, but I didn't read it. But yeah, it's cool sometimes when you upswing someone and they mount a monster, right? That show? Like, it's so fun when that happens, you know? Like, all of a sudden you upswing a bow user and they like, bow users never mount monsters, and it's just like they suddenly like attack, and it's just they mount the monster, and like, oh well, you're playing the minigame now. Yippee. Yeah. So yeah, I know it's supposed to be productive, but like I didn't really do all that much here. But it's 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna switch to canvas. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm just gonna close this. Alright, so I hope the people who are watching this are 18 plus, but don't worry, I don't think it's not safe for work, but I hope your computers are not in the living room as well with your parents walking about. But I do have it censored just in case. Just as a warning, but just as a warning, like, I'm gonna show the lewd drawing, and like, just a warning, is lewd. Make sure you are of age before you view this. Disclaimer. Twitch, don't come to me for this. YouTube, don't come to me for this, please. I'm just driven by the lewd sick thoughts sometimes. So remember how I mentioned earlier in the stream that this drawing, not this drawing right now, but like the drawing that I'm going to show is born out of like this joke, this sexual euphemism that like I suddenly thought of on a whim. I was like, huh, like not long ago. It's just like it's Monster Hunter related, but it's like it has to do with the Chatagabra, and I'm just like, huh, has no one drawn this? And like, I didn't see it. It might exist. It might exist somewhere in Pixiv and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna switch to it. So you can see right now.
So you can see here now, class, that we have here a close-up of a Michi.
I'm checking my layers. I'm checking my layers. It's on. It's on. Don't worry. The censorship is there. I'm kind of embarrassed. Can I? Okay. I'm gonna start this from the bottom. I'm gonna start this from the bottom cause like it gets lewder as it goes up. I feel. So this is the cooch, right? And it has to do with the Chatagabra armor, and like this is the Chatagabra armor alpha, and like it might not be, might not be able to tell what's going on, which is good. But I was just doing. Okay, remember like how I drew Misha with the, what was it, the Damascus like top, the Damascus top? Yeah, I kind of did a little like kind of the same thing for like Michi wearing the Chatagabra armor. So it's kind of different from the sketch that I showed on like Twitter and Blue Sky. And so you think the thing about the Chatagabra, right? What's the defining feature for the Chatagabra besides? Okay, there are two defining features. One, not that it's a frog. I mean, it's a cute frog. But as a frog, it also has a lot of saliva. It's a lot of moisture. It's a lot of saliva. So I drew the saliva, and I feel so embarrassed now. So okay. Hold on. No. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna bring up the references. So this is the reference, right? So I was like, is the alpha, and this is the Chatagabra alpha armor. And I'm like, oh wow, that side boob is really cool. Wow, I love this window. And I'm just like, everyone's wearing the beta armor, and I'm like, why not wear this? This is cool. It's kind of sensual. The armpit looks a little dirty there. I don't know why. Textures. And then the mask is like really cool as well. I think I look really pretty here. Like, yeah, really hot. And so with this one as a reference, I drew using the mask. You know, some of the lewd, like, this is Wahoo Wednesdays, guys. I saw a lot of lewd stuff today as well. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna call it Wahoo Wednesday. It's a Wahoo Wednesday, and Wahoo Wednesday goes Wahoo. It's the mask thing from like the sexy stuff. You know, when they have the mask and then they open. Okay, but this is a lot of saliva. I have a lot of saliva here purposely because of Chatagabra. I don't want it looks really disgusting, but it's cause of Chotacabra. I'm just like, I'm not gonna dial down on the saliva because Chotacabra has lost saliva. And so I drew myself doing the same pose as Misha, but like even more lewd. And like, you know, the Chotacabra like armor, it looks so like flexible, right? So I changed it from the sketch that I posted that is pulling, because I was like, I don't really get to see much side boob from this view. Wait, why not I pull it down? I'll pull the top down, and at this you can see more of the side boob and stuff. Should've not. Hold on. We'll do a review like this. Not of the Naga, but like I have the censorship right now. Wait, you get bad. Wait, Choto. No, this is not Naga. I can. I'll take the airbrush. And I can unmask this layer. Okay. Is that a nice neck, guys? Wow, we. Good boys English. Okay. And I'll just erase the rest of these. The opacity of my... Wait, what's the opacity of my soft brush? It's 20. So... Oh... Oh... You can see more of the side boob here now. You can actually kind of see the side boob. You can kind of piece together what's going on already. Yabe. Maybe I should do more of these. I should do more of these like lewd drawings and like review them on stream like this with the masking thing. I think it's kind of fun. Bro, no one looking at this. Come on. You looking at the saliva? I need to know how to draw the saliva actually. I think it looks kind of like... Maybe it's fine? I don't know. Well... I'll get banned? Should you guys see more? Oh. If you guys see like some of this crack, a little bit here. Is that too much? Do we have to wait? Do we have to go back? Oh no! I think we have to go back, guys. Ah shit! Cover up, Michi. It's too much, baby. Look at the face mask, my teacher. I mean, the face mask is pretty. It's pretty like, yeah, it's pretty eye catching. I mean, with all the saliva and shit. Oh god. But whoa. So there's another thing that like when I came back, no, when Mince came back home, I left the canvas there as a trap. Cause I know this bitch will draw something, and she drew something. I just don't know. I don't think I want to show it on stream. No? Okay, I have it here, but it's at 0 opacity. Can I give it 1 opacity? Ooh. No, wait. It's pretty bad. Actually, no, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Means drew something really bad. My hair's okay. All right, okay, hold on. I know what I can do. Do you see the layer thumbnail beside my ahoge? If you can see, if you can't tell what it is, good. If you can't tell what it is, don't tell the kids. I'm very afraid for one opacity. But if anything, I will upload this on Blue Sky. Don't find this on Twitter. Twitter is... I'm not giving the gooners on Twitter this shit. This is for Blue Sky havers. Blue Sky havers will only have this. Twitter bluesers gotta move to blueskers to be winners. Winners, yeah. Okay, but hold on. Yeah, okay. I'll just leave that masked. But yeah, this is one entire layer of color. So at least, like, it's really rough. It's Rakugaki, like, it's really freaking rough. There's like, I don't even know why there's this, yeah, there's this brown part here. It's still a sketch layer. So I can go really wild with it. Like, it's really rough.
Hey, no pun intended.
And oh shit, sorry guys, that was a whole mouthful. But back to the safe place, which is the coochie, I guess. I mean, this is one of those Rakugakis that's like, I'm pretty sure I spent like 6 or 8 hours on this, probably 8 hours on this, and like wait, I forgot about one of the things to show. I'll show you later. But I mean, just like I kind of like it. Like, it looks really good because of the overlay as well. But like, I mean, overlay saves things sometimes. I'm really proud of this piece though. I think it looks really good. But this is how much like sick thoughts and lewdness can like drive me to do art, honestly. And I like looting the OC, the Michi. So this is what I would call like Chalakabra roleplay. What do you mean by Chalakabra roleplay, you ask? Well, there is... You remember how I said this was supposed to be based on a joke, on a sexual euphemism? And I was wondering like, why has no one thought of this? It's not just cause the armor. The armor is sexy and stuff, but like... You know the daily weapon showcase that we had last time when they were revealing each weapon and what moves they had? And like, it came out like almost daily? And like, I think all, if not like almost all the time, it was a Chalakabra getting his ass beat. So I had the idea. This is another defining feature for the Chalakabra. Is that as the first monster that you get to beat up. Not counting Balahara, of course. Chalakabra is the first one that you like get to beat up for real. And like, yeah, I'm just like, has no one thought of this? Maybe someone's done someone out there has done a Rule 34. They have done a Chalakabra Gijinka. But I'm proud to be one of those, I think.
Are you?
I maybe not the only one, but like that use the Chalakabra like alpha armor for the looting. People are probably like doing the beta armor and I'm like, yeah, this beta armor. Do I have any photos of the beta armor? No. Oh, I do have this. Sorry, this is Merbo in the Chalakabra outfit. Didn't Merbo look so cute? But also in this outfit, I kind of realize he looks a bit like something. Do you guys see it?
Oh.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Means like oh. You guys know what's that? What's that Pokemon? Combusken? The chicken? Wow.
Wait, are you not talking about Combusken?
No, yeah, Combusken, the chicken. Wait, it's a chicken, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's a bone. See, I just draw the heart shape here. It's a bone, guys. Or some would call it a boner. Wait, look at me! No! I'm getting attacked! Okay. Okay, enough bullying Merbo. I'm sorry, Merbo. I just suddenly realized it's sorry, Merbo. But like this is the Chalakarba beta I had, and it's actually really cute. I had it here. I wonder if people are like looking at this art stream from like the thumbnail and they're just seeing like the, I don't know. They've not found me yet. But yeah, this is the Chalakarba like beta armor, and I think the head like looks really cute. So I was wondering about this. I was actually considering using this for this, but then I thought of the mask thing, and I thought like, I think the mask is like even more lewd. I mean, this hat is just cute. I think it's just really cute. It's really cute. I love it. But the mask is like, I can do lewd things with that. So I do the lewd thing and do the mask thing. I will have to change some stuff with this because like I feel like the green especially is not the same kind of green as the Chatacabra. So like I want to like fix on the overlay for it. Right now it's kind of like, it looks like a fruit kind of green or vegetable kind of green. It's not really the right kind of green. Yeah, I want to do more overlays around as well, but yeah, that's okay. I think the mouth is really gross. I want to go away from the mouth. Let's this is good. This is where the home is. The heart, not the boobs. The heart is where the home is. In here, this. Ah, shit. This is where the heart be. This is where the home is. Right here. And Michi's inviting you. Just do it. Yeah, just a big heart. Big heart. I almost said big fart. Big heart from Big Michi. She's opening up. It's just like, yeah. Time for a daily weapon showcase. And I'll be showcasing the weapon that like Minz drew. Not here. It's time to go to sleep. What a stream. So, I am clearly not fit for streaming right now because I'm still sick. My voice is still like I'm struggling through it. So I'm gonna end the stream early. But yeah. So I'm productive today. I did some rendering here. It's very base rendering. I think I want to do a lot more. I need to figure out like what kind of lighting do I want. Like I know I have the angle of the lighting, but I'm just thinking like what colors do I want? That's the thing. I need to sort of do some overlay and like stuff with it. Please take care and rest up. Thank you so much, Kay. I will rest. Maybe. Kinda. Yeah, so we have 2. I am productive with 2 today. Oh boy. And I'm really proud of these pieces. These will be up for... I think if I want to use this as the thumbnail for like my Monhan streams, I'll have to censor it quite a bit. I don't think I can do the saliva thing. I need to cover it. I think I need to do another bush. I'm just gonna say... If I put a black bar here, it's gonna be even worse. So I need to cover it up with something else. I might just cut it off. I'll just crop it off and use it as a thumbnail. I don't know. I can't use it anymore. I can't use... You know what? No, I can't use this for thumbnails. There's no freaking way. There is absolutely zero way I can use this for thumbnails. Good God. Capcom's gonna like look at like, oh, what streamers are playing Monster Hunter Wilds right now? And then this pops up and it's like, oh, damn. Ban. No longer ever gonna be associated with... I mean, I'm never gonna be associated with Capcom, but... like... Oh god. Yeah, so the one on the right, this one here is gonna be the one that I'm gonna be using for the stream thumbnails. So if you see the recent Monster Hunter Wilds stream, I did use it as a thumbnail, as a placeholder first, so that should be how it looks like. So I'm just gonna be rendering this out. There's gonna be so much hell with like rendering the sacred stuff, but maybe I'll keep it simple. I'll keep it rough. Rough. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's all I gotta say, honestly. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope I made it enjoyable even though I was like sick and shit. I hope you guys like my sick idea of like Chalacabra RP Michi Odai. And if you're finding me for the first time, I'm Michi Odai, your Tokusatsu hero wannabe, and I'm going to be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. If you cannot freaking tell, and I'm glad that a lot of people are playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Go play Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds is great. It's a good fun game. Yippee yippee. And they should stop showing all these monsters. Stop spoiling it. Stop. There's been like 10 monsters like this month alone or something like that. Just stop it, Capcom. Alright. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Good night. And you guys get a good rest as well, okay? Bye-bye. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye.